we know what your end game is. So I just think that people like the caller. I respect him. I agree with his ability and his right to ask me the question, but that's something that goes with the territory. A lot of what happens in law enforcement in terms of reform is because the people who so drastically need the reforms are being used against how to make that change. And they're not people in America. And in Lafayette, there are not people in those cities who desperately need reform, who do what it takes to get to reform. They'll be a hindrance to it. And so I understand it, but I appreciate the caller myself, and I'm very into the, very well adept in the community, and I know who the caller was, but I'll leave it at that. I met people all over the city. I was there for a year and 5 months, and I learned quickly, and I think I know who the person was also.
Well, Chief, like I said, everybody have their rights to their opinion. Everybody have a right to their thoughts and everything else. So, and I always learn this. The only question that is dumb is the one that's not asked, or the statement that is not made, So sometimes the statement that people make is not all the way the right statement, but they have that right to get their viewpoint out or whatever. So, the thing of it is, I think we're smart enough to go beyond anybody else's opinion, anybody else's thought, So we gonna be doing good. Like I said, we're on the phone with former Lafayette Police Chief Thomas Glover. If you got any question or concern, 337-347-7236. We only got a few minutes left, so try to get your question answered, your statement made, however it goes, But Chief, look here, I appreciated you being as chief, few places that I asked you to be, to speak to the residents, speak to the people of Lafayette. You had no hesitation, you came, and I know you didn't speak to people of color. You spoke to everybody, and people of color, you could say it's black and white. But I know you went to a meeting one time where they had 20 white people, invited you for lunch, and they had a good question, and you answered all their questions promptly. And from that, I have talked to these people. They wanted to know when the last time I talked to you, how you was doing, and things like this here. So, it's nothing that you're saying that I can't vouch for you. There's nothing that you're saying the director, Brother Jay, can't vouch, because you came and talked to a barbershop class of people, and he was there, he taped it and everything else. So, the things that you're saying, I firmly believe in them. I like the way you're educated in the police department, as a former policeman and a former chief, So, and I know you did well here,
Scores, Wallace, I appreciate it, and like I said to everybody that I've spoken to since I left, I love the city of Lafayette, great people. I enjoy being the chief of police. It was a privilege. Lafayette has some great citizens, have some great people, and I regret that I was not able to serve long. I would have loved to have been there 3, 4, 5 years in order to totally reform the department. Unfortunately, I wasn't given an opportunity, but I can tell you right now that all it's going to take to I wanted done that I thought was right is for people in the city of Lafayette to mobilize and push it. And anytime there is misbehavior reported, because I can tell you there were about 350 employees in the department, 50 non-commissioned civilian employees, and probably close to 300 sworn officers, and the majority of them are good people. I can't be dishonest and say that they weren't. And 1% of them, like most people say, in policing, don't deserve to be in it. That's the same thing. There are people in the Lafayette Police Department at all ranks, from command levels down, that don't have the best interests of the city at heart. And I think we need to identify those people. And I'll leave it at that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, Chief, we're winding down. You know, how to say that? Happy St. Patrick's Day. You know.
Same to you guys and to the citizens of Lafayette. Happy St. Patrick's.
Yeah. Well, you know, I got a little green on. I'm getting ready to pinch the director, Brother Jake, because he ain't got no green on. And I understand why, but he ain't gonna get no pinch. You know, that's an old cliche that people be using.
I got pinch a lot in Catholic school. When
yeah. You know, and so, but anyway, Chief, you know, I hope the family is doing well. I hope you're doing well, staying dry with all
Yes,
this liquid sunshine that's out there.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chief, for all what you do, and keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, okay, Chief, we're gonna be getting back with you at another time. Maybe when you get through doing all this litigation and everything and see what's going on. Maybe you could come back and give us a better update after you go through all your litigation.
Thank you, sir.
Okay? All right, Chief. We appreciate you. Hey, stay safe out there.
You got 1 minute left, Brother Wallace.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm getting ready to put the close of the show down.
Okay.
You know,
I want to say, if people want to watch the archive of this particular show, go to AOC Community Media YouTube channel, and you'll be able to watch it. And replay also on Cox 15 and LUS 3 here in the Lafayette area, the cable networks. You can watch it. Also, www.realtalkmedia.net. www.realtalkmedia.net. You can watch these great programming.
you know, as we wind down of this program, you know, I want to remind everybody, you know, let's stop trashing our community. You know, we always get on a phone, a radio, TV, or whatever, and we talk about the South Side. Why the South Side is not looking like this. The South Side people is not throwing trash all in their yard. I seen a big bag of crawfish, you know, eating crawfish on the side of the road. Why are you gonna do that? You know, why? You know, go find somebody else's garbage can to put it in, but put it in a can. Let's stop trashing our streets and our city like that. So until next week, 10 o'clock to 11, you know, I want to wish everybody a good weekend, a happy weekend, and a safe weekend. Today we're going to have rainy, dry, cold weather, so bundle up and stay warm.
I'm going to stop the record right after this.
Okay. I think the show went well.
All right.
Yeah, that was my nephew called with those asinine statements.
That's your nephew?
Yeah,
Which one?
great.
That's the one working for the company that,
He worked for the roof. He worked with his brother roofing.
oh, okay.
That wasn't Kevin.
No, but he always called. He didn't. That's your brother's son.
Huh?
That's your one who called your brother.
That's my nephew. That's my sister. Son.
That's what he sounded like Bunny a little bit.
No.
He got a little tinge in his voice like Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
But he would call the radio show, and he would say some stuff about like taking up for the sister.
Yeah. Well, that's what kind of like he was doing then.
Yeah.
Taking up for the sister, wanted Glover to give up. Man, Glover ain't give